George is dirty. George is literally sitting here making love to his mic.
Nah, because I found out that if I turn my head like this, y'all can't hear a damn thing I'm saying.
Yeah, I test my shit, man, when I go.
How's that testing? Now turn your head and do that shit. Ain't no one gonna hear it? Oh, see, that's cheating. Anyway, this is our non-MMA show. For all you people who were looking for anything about MMA, come back on the weekend.
But before we get started, happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, how fucking happy is it?
It's happy shit. It's happy shit. Now, I know everybody else. People, we have a lot of people that follow us all around the world.
Might
and
be
some of you
missing a
people
video,
don't celebrate Thanksgiving, but hey, here in the States, we celebrate Thanksgiving. Happy Turkey Day, everybody.
Oh, and for you people who are on a Facebook page, keep that shit clean.
Yeah, motherfuckers are going crazy and
I know. If y'all want to act like act ignorant here, because there are kids and family members who look at this shit on Facebook, and I don't know. Stop.
Which
don't
is
act
a
like
shame
donkeys.
because our show's so screwed up anyway.
Yeah, pretty much.
Anyway, we're going to start with NCAA football, and the big news is...
Again, this is not an MMA video. If you're looking for MMA, get it. Kick rocks, pound sand, move dirt, motherfucker.
But we actually might have some MMA at the end.
No, we don't.
Rich Rodriguez. Bam! 5-year, $9.5 million deal with the Arizona... Wildcats.
What are they basing this off of?
Huh?
My man was in Michigan long enough.
What are you talking about, man?
What-
They're basing,
What are they basing this off
off of his 15-22 record at Michigan.
That's pretty good.
No, but okay. Before that, he did go 60-26 in 7 seasons at West Virginia. Now, let's look at this as a whole. The whole.
Damn, he was in Michigan 3 years.
He was at Michigan 3 years. Did not beat Ohio State. I don't even know if he beat anybody.
Did
that was
he
in
bring
the
in
FBS
Denard
top
Robinson?
10. Huh?
Did he bring in Denard Robinson?
And that's one of his people.
Oh,
But let me tell you something right now. This year, the Wolverines are 9-2 in 1 year. Okay,
and I'm guessing that's with his players.
now this is the thing. He's going to run that trademark spread offense. It's definitely not boring. But Rich Rodriguez does not believe in the huddle. He's just like, fuck the huddle. Fuck it. Fuck it. I don't even know why they invented the huddle.
It's gimmicky.
Yeah.
And you know what? That's a perfect segue into the next guy because he's just as gimmicky as
Well,
that
the
guy.
problem is, before we go on, we need to talk about the one thing that Arizona's going to have to address. How the fuck is he going to recruit against? I mean, seriously, he's known for recruiting down in parts of Florida, down on the East Coast. Now he's going to have to recruit on the West Coast against UFC, Oregon,
or US?
US.
Oh, about to say UFC's in
Shorty.
Vegas.
Yeah, USC, Oregon.
You me tell you
Stanford.
how?
How? He's going to have to.
Yes, because it's the
Arizona
same.
Wildcats
It's
gonna
the
be a dirty
same
team.
way he convinced those brothers to come up to Morgantown.
Yes. And he's going to need to.
Because and look, I'm not hating on West Virginia. My mama's from West Virginia, but if you've ever been to Morgantown, let me explain something to you. There is nothing but that college.
Nothing.
So now, when he gets Bobby Johnson socks or Tyrone Bigums, from
Bobby
Florida,
Johnson sucks is a bad motherfucker.
right?
Shut
And
your
he's
mouth.
trying to convince them to come to Arizona. It'll be a lot easier. It's not cold. It's not cold, and there ain't no snow.
Yeah. Because there's not any super fast Mexicans.
I'm glad the black dude said that, because if the white dude said it, y'all would be irate.
I'm just saying.
There ain't no fast Mexicans.
I'm fast with their hands like in boxing, but you don't see Mexicans like, guys that are from Mexico, south of the border. I'm not being prejudiced, all right? I'm just being real. You don't see those motherfuckers lining up in the 100-yard dash, 100-meter dash, right?
No, it's called the 100.
It's always Smith, Johnson, Washington.
No, it's the border dash.
It's not Gonzalez. It's not none of that shit in the 100-meter dash. Well, that's different. Now, when it comes to working your hands and stuff, then they're nasty.
On to the next gimmicky coach.
Yes.
Urban Meyer, who has got a really cushy job at ESPN. For somebody who's got all these health issues and this, that, and the other thing, I'm thinking, he's probably making close to $1 million to give his analysis. And if any of y'all have had the displeasure of listening to that monkey talk, he is terrible on the mic.
Yeah.
He's not good. He's not fun.
Can't represent Shorty.
Go,
He's not
go,
like me,
coach.
Shorty. I just rip shit up like I'm going to do in about a month.
Well, the rumor is that Ohio State's going to extend an offer to Urban Meyer. And Urban Meyer said, well,
I'm in a good place right now mentally and physically, so if something happens with Ohio State, I'll have a decision to make. But if there has been no interview, there has been no offer to make a decision.
So, in other words, if they come at him with that Rich Rodriguez money, ghost.
Yeah. He's going to be
Gone.
like, yeah, bitch. Yeah, he's going to be gone.
Yeah, he's going to be hitting ESPN with the deuces.
Yeah, so I'm going to tell you what. Basically, Ohio State fans, get excited. Papa Howard won because Urban Meyer is your next
Can I
coach.
ask you a question?
Yes.
What do you think about the SEC West?
The SEC West is the best.
Who the number one team in the country?
LSU.
But where they're from?
The SEC West.
The number 2 team in the country is
Alabama.
Where they from?
The SEC West.
The number 3 team in the country.
Kansas.
Where
or
they from?
Arkansas. The SEC West.
Uh-oh.
We got a problem. We got a lot of good teams, not only in the same conference, but on the same side.
Yeah, and now here comes the tricky part.
Right.
LSU, who, in my opinion, is the best team in the country, will continue.
But no. It doesn't matter that they beat Bama and Bama. There's still people out there.
It's because Alabama didn't have a good kicker. Not my problem.
Yeah.
And
That's
Nick
part of
Saban should
football.
have got a better kicker.
Yeah. That's part of football.
What we're about to see, in my opinion, is going to be an unprecedented feat that probably will never get done again. Yeah. What LSU has managed to do this season, they beat Bama in Bama. Mm-hmm. They beat Oregon at, what was it, a neutral site?
They beat Oregon at a neutral site. It was definitely a neutral site, but it was probably more LSU fans, probably 3/4. But still, it doesn't matter. They crushed them.
What I'm getting at is how many ranked teams is LSU has beat the number 2 team in the country on the road,
right.
and they're getting ready to play the number 3 team in the country. Right. And on top of that, all the other games they've played, how many ranked teams have they played this season? It's ridiculous.
I'm looking that up right from now. Okay, let's just look at it. They beat Oregon, who was ranked number 3 at the time. They beat Mississippi State, who was ranked 25 at the time. They beat West Virginia, who was ranked 16th. They beat Florida, who was ranked 17th. They beat Auburn, who was ranked 20th. They beat Alabama, who was ranked 2. Now, if they go beat Arkansas, who's ranked 3,
how many wins do they have?
They've got basic 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They got a lot. They got a lot.
What are they, 10-0?
They're 10-0. Yeah.
All right, so 10-0, and 6 of their games have been against ranked opponents.
11-0.
11-0, and better than half their games have been against ranked opponents. How many other teams have done that?
Let's see. Let's see what Bama has done. Okay, Bama has played. This is the thing. Bama beat Penn State, who was ranked 23rd in the country at the time. They beat Arkansas, who was ranked 14th. Now they're 3rd, and they beat Florida, who was ranked 12th. That's it.
3.
They lost to LSU.
LSU has beat twice the amount of ranked teams they have.
So I don't understand how some of these analysts out there saying right now they feel that Alabama's the best team in the country. I think that's kind of fucked up.
They're smoking some silly, wacky.
I mean, what else does LSU have to do? And then you have people saying, well, I think Alabama's the best team in the country because their field goal kicker missed a bunch of kickers, and I think Nick Saban has the ability to overcome these mistakes better in less miles. I'm like, well, that's not talking about right now.
No.
What Nick Saban can do in a game a fictitious game that has not played.
You want to talk about right now?
I do, man. This is my dedication.
Wow.
I know it is. I don't usually talk about. I talk about the past.
Kevin likes to live in the '80s.
Yeah, because that's when the Redskins were good. but yeah, I just agree with what these people are saying. I think you got to give LSU credit. They have stomped fucking everybody.
All right, now here's where shit's gonna get strange, and I don't mean let's just assume LSU beats Arkansas. Okay, so LSU beats Arkansas.
They're number 1.
Okay, right. But let's say Oklahoma State wins the Big 12 and Virginia Tech wins the ACC. Do either one or both of those jump Alabama?
No.
Well, so you leave Alabama at 2?
It depends on
because Alabama can't play for the SEC title.
Right.
LSU can.
Right.
I understand.
See, this is the thing. I mean, I'm kind of hoping that Bama, because they're getting ready to play. Who does Bama play? They're getting ready to play Auburn, right? I'm hoping.
The Iron Bowl.
I'm hoping that Bama gets upset by Auburn.
I don't.
And I know there's a lot of Bama fans out there. I want to see what happens. And you know what? It sucks. It's not that I dislike Bama. It's just like we need a playoff system. We really do. Now, let's look at Arkansas. Arkansas lost to Bama.
Best case scenario for your playoff system, LSU loses.
Yeah.
Have everyone else win and have LSU lose, because then you really have a problem.
But I'm going to tell you what, Oklahoma State, I do not see how Oklahoma State, Oklahoma State lost to Iowa State.
An unranked opponent.
Terrible, okay?
Dude, I think you should suffer a severe penalty for losing to an unranked opponent.
And you look at their schedule. You know, everybody says, Virginia Tech's schedule. Well, Oklahoma State has only played 2 ranked opponents, and one of them was Texas A&M, and they won by 1 point. They squeaked by them. So I mean, I don't see why. I'm curious to why Oklahoma State's still ranked 4th in the country. I thought they should have dropped more.
Well, the team that's really intriguing at this point is Houston. Houston's going to remain undefeated, and Houston, in my opinion, will play in a BCS bowl game. And I hope, in all honesty, they end up playing Alabama or Arkansas and get shellacked. Because Houston is putting up ridiculous points, but they're playing nobody.
Well, this is the second coming of Boise State. You know what I'm saying? But now Boise State, are they in the same conference, Houston?
As Boise State? I don't think so.
Houston is in Conference USA, right?
Yeah, Boise State's not. Boise's like in the Mountain Doo-Doo.
Yeah, the Mountain Doo-Doo.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is. It's stuff. But yes, Houston is in Conference USA, which who has Marshall, Southern Miss, East Carolina. So, yeah, there's nobody in Conference
Sound like a
USA.
bunch of drinking schools.
Yeah, pretty much.
ECU.
Now,
Good. Go move.
Let's move on to
NFL.
Professional football. National football. Big news. Kyle Orton was put on waivers today. Denver said, fuck it. We're not paying all this fucking money to have him riding the bench, get splinters in his ass. Let's see if we can entice some other team in the NFL to pick him up, which is definitely a possibility because you're looking at the Texans.
I'm just checking to see if he's been signed yet because in all honesty,
he could. I mean, probably by the time you guys see this video, he'll be signed. But right now, Tuesday night when we're filming, he is not signed.
And by the way, Duke won 82-75.
Oh, Duke did. Okay. Yeah. The Texans could use him right now with Schwab being out. The Bears could definitely use him.
Yes, sir.
And the Chiefs could actually lose him since Matt Cat. I mean, we saw what the Chiefs backup did this week. It did not look good.
Yeah, and unfortunately, you know who the Eagles play next?
The Chiefs.
No.
No, just who?
Patriots.
Oh, yeah. Now, look, the Bears' backup is Caleb Haney, who basically has a little experience. That you sound like an owl.
Who?
I'm going to tell you who. Remember he came in when Cutler got hurt last year, and we were making a big hoo and ha about it, and he backed up Cutler in the NFC Championship, which they went on to lose, obviously, because the Packers went to the Super Bowl. But I'm going to tell you what. He does not have the arm strength of Jay Cutler. He can't. I mean, not a lot of people do.
How funny would that be if Kyle Orton ends up packing Chicago?
Yeah, I forgot that he was originally from Chicago.
That's why Jay Cutler's where he's at.
Yeah.
Because of Kyle Orton. How funny would that be?
I mean, it's the perfect scenario for him to go back there. I mean, because I'm going to tell you what, you take away a lot of Chicago's weapons. I mean, you're going to really have to look at Forte and fucking Marion Barber picking up a lot of load.
Dude, they ate him. They ate Forte and Barber up, and Cutler torched them. That's why the Bears won their last game.
Yeah. So anyway, that's what we're looking at. I'm kind of. I mean, I know all your Bears fans are going to be like fucked up, but I have a bet. I have $100 bet that the Lions will make it to the playoffs. Now, seeing that the Bears are suffering right now, that bet is looking pretty tasty. Pretty tasty. Now, speaking of the Lions, the 12:30 Thanksgiving Day game will consist of the Green Bay Packers
whooping that ass,
going to Detroit
and whooping that ass,
the Detroit Lions. Now, I've gone out on a limb and said,
that's not even a limb. I think it's a decent suggestion to make, but I just hope you're ready to choke on them words.
I ain't choking on shit. I said that I think that they're going to get their first L. The Packers,
no sir,
are going to lose
not
to the Detroit
Captain.
Lions. Now, what are you saying?
Green Bay going to win by 10.
Give me a score.
Green Bay wins by 10.
Oh, by 10. Okay, really? Give me a score though.
Green Bay plus 10.
Man, see how hard-headed George is?
I don't know.
Not only is his head big, it's hard. That's some fucked up shit. Don't get in the headbutting contest with him.
That's you. Go ahead, Negro Damas. Tell us. No, you give me a score. Motherfucker, you pulling. Go ahead. I'm all ears like a rabbit.
Well, Green Bay's defense is giving up a lot of points. I'm going to go with...
Yeah, I'm going to tell you right now. Go ahead.
31. Detroit 31.
To 28.
28.
You're full of shit because I'm going to tell you right now. Matt Stafford, if you want to throw 3 picks in the first quarter against Green Bay, I'm going to tell you right now, that's 21 points. You did an outstanding job of bringing your team back. Turn the ball over 3 times against Green Bay. They're going to score every single
and Charles
time.
Wilson will probably be. And Charles Wilson might just go do a pick 6 on his ass. Now, Miami at Dallas. Everybody's all high on Dallas. Cowboys. I don't understand why, because I'm a Washington Redskins fan, and I saw that game, and I had my friend, Kat, who's like what's up, Kat? Kat is a diehard Dallas Cowboys fan, and after the end of the game, she says, we both suck. And I'm like, Dallas, everybody's saying Romo is doing great. Let me tell you something. Is it Romo's doing great, or D'Angelo Hall was just playing like shit? I mean, this guy's basically said they should just let me go because I'm not worth the money. He straight out said that shit.
D'Angelo Hall said that?
He said, they should just let me go. I'm not worth the money. because he's playing so terrible right now. I mean, he not single-handedly, but he gave up so many big plays in that game. And now all of a sudden, Romo's a god.
George loves that because Romo's one of his fantasy quarterbacks. But George has a bit of a dilemma. Do you start Phillip Shitty Rivers or Carson Palmer? That's my problem. Because let me tell you right now, Carson Palmer scored 2 less points than Phillip Rivers this past week, and he had a horrible game.
Yeah, and he's getting better to the more used to system. Who's Oakland playing?
I don't care.
I'm telling you, man. I'd start. I'm
gonna tell you right now, though, the evening game on Thanksgiving is going to be a head knocker. Someone's going out cold in that game.
The evening game,
dude. San Francisco's defense is for real. Baltimore's always had a defense, and San Francisco's traveling to Baltimore, which you say West Coast teams have a problem.
Well, it's
with that.
not just that; it's the battle of the Harbaugh brothers. Okay, you got San Francisco going through 3 time zones to play Baltimore on short rest. I mean, it's fucked up that they're playing. I mean, the NFL's like, this will be exciting, the Harbaugh brothers. But, I mean, really, San Francisco's at a big disadvantage, in my opinion. You know what I mean? Now, with all that being said, I think they're going to win a game.
I do, too.
They got some stiff fucking defense. They got a great – they got the team that can win championships.
The problem is Baltimore's going to put 8 in the box and tell Alex Smith, you're going to have to beat us. Because they're going to – punish Frank Gore.
Yeah.
They're going to they're going to punish Frank Gore.
Yeah, Alex Smith's going to burn the shit out of them.
And Frank Gore will probably be out by the end of the first quarter.
Yeah.
Because he got dinged up last game.
He did?
Yeah.
I'm telling you what, man. I think if they pull that shit and put all those people in the box, they're going to get chewed up. They're going to get toasted up one time. Maybe 2 or 3 times.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you, man. Alex Smith, he's going to be like this. What's up with your boy Purple Jesus, man?
Man, don't even start.
That's George's fantasy running back, everybody. I just wanted to tell you guys that Mug's on the bench. He's on the bench. He's on the bench. He's on the bench. What are you going to do? Who you want to put in his place?
Joe.
Joe who?
Joe Mama.
She will run. All kinds of – you'll be happy you started.
Dude, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm hurting.
I know. And guess who you playing?
You.
I wouldn't have brought it up otherwise. But you know what? I'm not lying to you guys.
But here's the thing.
I fear George's fantasy team because the motherfuckers put up some numbers.
I have George's fantasy team has scored the second most points, and I'm in 3rd place in my division. Yes. We have one dude who's lost 1 game, and he lost it to me. And let me tell you right now, if Rob Gronkowski doesn't have a career night last night, I win and beat him again. He's caught 2 L's.
Oh, my God. I didn't even realize that you were winning.
Yes.
He had a career.
I was up 222 to 185. Rob Gronkowski was like, "You losing today, cracker," and caught 97 passes and 37 touchdowns. And I just sat there. I was like, I got beat by a tight end.
Yeah.
In our league, he hit a home run because if you score over 30 and 40, it's a home run.
He's not just a tight end, Shorty. He's the second coming. I mean, he is fucking crazy.
Dude, Rob Gronkowski
20 red zone touchdowns faster than any tight end in the history of the NFL.
Shorty, they did
he beat Diska's record.
Who?
Mike Ditka.
Ditka?
Mike Ditka. Not Diska. Mike Ditka. He broke his record. That's just an old-ass record.
Although speaking
Ditka is not a young chicken, huh?
Nothing.
What?
Your English is rotten.
I know.
But no, I mean they did an interview with Gronkowski. And let me tell you, I don't know where he's from or his background, but he sounds like a good Gronkowski.
You talking about my English?
Yeah, Gradkowski, the white
Uncut
boy,
English show.
The white boy who's catching all the damn touchdown passes for Tommy.
I say Diska and you say Gronkowski, but my English is bad. George is fucked up, man.
Yes.
So you guys, what do you think?
What do you mean? What do I think? I think
who's going, me or you this week?
You gonna beat me?
I don't know, man.
I don't got enough ammo.
Anyway, man, we're out. Everybody have a happy Thanksgiving.
How many points did you score this past week? That might yes.
The last 3 weeks.
Wait, let me rewind this. I get a phone call because the person that Kevin's playing is Bruce, and I've known Bruce since like 3rd grade. Yo, Shorty, I'm saying, man, I'm busting Bruce's ass. He's playing everybody, and I ain't playing those, buddy. Man, when I went back and looked at the damn score, Bruce had 230 points. Fucking Tyrone Chicken Little here had 144 and a half.
And
he had nobody left. And I was like, and I didn't call him. I didn't call him out on shit. I waited till right now because what the hell happened?
I got 8 up, Shorty.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was talking gross on the phone going, man, fuck this shit, man. This is bullshit. None of my players are showing up. And I have a stacked squad, too. No, every week for the last 3 weeks, all my people are like, man, we ain't playing for Kevin. Fuck that motherfucker, man. Tired of shit, man.
Do you watch the league?
Give me a grilled cheese sandwich.
Do you watch the league?
You know what? I have not watched it this
Okay,
year.
let me tell you. For anyone who's still watching the show,
Mm-hmm.
if y'all saw the Thanksgiving special of The League, that is the funniest episode of The League I've ever seen. That man says it smells like a Guatemalan YMCA in here. And I just started visualizing like butt naked pygmies. Just, oh my God, that's what yeah, that's what I thought of. And I'm like, that has to smell so bad.
It's time to go, man.
But anyway, watch The League. Don't watch women's MMA and watch us.